Welcome back to the 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Noon.
Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us for 17 News at Noon. I'm Nicole Gitske. We begin with California becoming the first state to report 3 million coronavirus cases. According to an NBC News tally, the state has posted 3,007,420 cases and 33,595 deaths. Over 719 of those cases have come just in January, an average of almost 40,000 cases per day. Santa Barbara County has the highest rate of COVID-19 cases of any county in California. And locally, Public Health reported 826 new cases yesterday and another day of no new deaths. Hospitalizations continue to be a growing issue, though. According to state data, 411 people are in the hospital. More than 86,000 people have caught the virus since the beginning of the pandemic. Now, over half of the people who have been infected with COVID-19 are recovering at home. 565 people have died since March. And this comes as California health officials are recommending a temporary halt to distribution of a specific lot of Moderna's COVID-19 vaccine out of concern over allergic reaction. Now, more than 330,000 doses of the particular lot were distributed to 287 healthcare providers across California earlier this month. One community vaccination clinic reported up to 10 allergic reactions to the vaccine within a 24-hour period, an unusually high number. State officials say the expected rate of reaction to similar vaccines is normally around 1 in 100,000. The name and location of the clinic was not released, but the facility switched to a different lot of Moderna vaccines after closing for several hours. No other cluster of allergic reactions has been reported. And here at home, more people are receiving the COVID-19 vaccine in the fight to stop the spread of coronavirus. Clinica Sierra Vista is now beginning to offer the vaccine to residents, patients, and the public over the age of 65. They began administering them this morning. Clinica Sierra Vista says several of their locations will offer the vaccine on a rotating basis. You can find more information on their website, clinicasierravista.org. And reminder, Kern Public Health has a new resource where you can find where vaccines are being administered. On their website is a list of the vaccine schedule and when you are eligible. Plus, you have an interactive map of providers that are offering the vaccine. If you are eligible, you can find the site nearest you and call them to make an appointment. And for more information on vaccines, testing, and other information, important resources like the COVID-19 hotline, you can visit our website, kget.com. Just click on the coronavirus tab for the latest on the pandemic here in Kern County. And Houchin Community Blood Bank continues to offer a financial incentive to help restock on its depleted blood supplies. Now, Houchin says it needs all blood types. They're also asking for platelets, plasma, and convalescent plasma. If you donate plasma, platelets, or convalescent plasma, you'll be entered into a daily drawing for a $250 gift card. They'll be offering these gift cards through the rest of the month. And for more information or to make an appointment, head to hcbb.com. Now to two fires that broke out in the city of Arvin Sunday morning. They were the latest in a string of fires this week. The four fires broke out along the city's main road within a few blocks from each other near Bear Mountain Boulevard. Two of the fires were in abandoned buildings. Arvin Mayor Olivia Trujillo said she suspects arson in these cases. The two other fires happened at Peter's Funeral Home and Angelique's Boutique. Both were nearly destroyed. According to the funeral home, no bodies were inside at the time and no one was injured. Kern County Fire says those fires were sparked by problems with electricity or gas and that it's common to see an increase in fires this time of year. Kern Fire encourages anyone with information on these fires to call the anonymous tip line at 1-800-FIRE-TIP. And from our 17 follow-up file, the family of a boy who died in a crash in Northwest Bakersfield last night held a vigil in his memory. It happened on the corner of Hegeman and Coffee Roads, the scene of last Sunday's crash. 13-year-old Nicholas Peterson was on a motorcycle with his stepfather when they were hit by an SUV. Peterson died while the stepfather, Jonathan, was hospitalized.
Please keep Jonathan in your heart and in your prayers. He has a long road of recovery ahead of himself. Jonathan and Nick were best buddies. If they rode together, they went everywhere together, they hung out together, they played together, they argued together. and they love together.
As of last night, people have donated nearly $15,000 to help with funeral expenses and medical costs. Family members say the stepfather is in, quote, serious condition, but improving every day. You can find the link to the family's GoFundMe on our website, KGET.com. And a woman is dead and 9 children were taken to local hospitals after a solo crash in East Bakersfield Saturday afternoon. According to CHP, the rollover crash happened just after 4 p.m. on Alfred Harrell Highway, about a mile east of Fairfax Road. CHP says the driver of a Ford Expedition lost control of the vehicle at high speeds, causing it to flip several times. A total of 10 people were in the car. The 9 passengers were children between the ages of 5 months old and 15 years old. According to CHP, the car was not equipped to carry 10 people. The 9 children sustained minor injuries and are expected to recover.
3 of the juveniles were in child restraints. Unfortunately, those restraints were not properly installed in the vehicle. Really, it's a wonder why, there aren't more severe injuries. And so we're just really grateful that we're not seeing more fatalities.
The driver has been identified as 24-year-old Kiana Leisha Coulter. Her family members organized a fundraiser for her funeral expenses and to look after the children. If you would like to donate, you can find that on our website, KGET.com. The family is also holding a candlelight vigil for Kiana tonight at 728 Knott Street, starting at 5 p.m. And a pedestrian has died after being struck by a car in southwest Bakersfield Saturday night. It happened just after 6 on Stockdale Highway near the In-N-Out. Bakersfield police say they found the female who was pronounced dead at the scene. According to police, the driver stayed at the scene and is cooperating. Alcohol and drugs do not appear to be factors in the crash. Police also say the victim was holding a dog when she was hit, but the dog survived and was given to animal control. The pedestrian's identity has not been released at this time. And it's been nearly a month now to that California City community, and much has Kern County have been asking, where are the boys? It's been 28 days since Orrin and Orson West reported missing in California City. Police and neighbors are still searching for the young brothers, and the reward money continues to add up for anyone who can help investigators find them and bring someone to justice for their disappearance. The total offering is now $100,000. Local pastor Ron Smith recently pitched in $10,000 to help. Now, if you have any information, call California City Police at 760-373-8606, or you can also remain anonymous and call the Secret Witness Hotline at 322-4040. A few local organizations are giving back to their community for Martin Luther King Day today. And 17's Perla Shaheen joins us live from East Bakersfield with more. Perla?
That's right. 2 local nonprofits dedicated to bettering the community of Bakersfield have continued this annual day of service they have every year on Martin Luther King Day. Those 2 nonprofits are Children First and The Hub, and they brought together dozens of middle schoolers to college students, and they all gathered today at the Williams Elementary, near Williams Elementary, just to give back to their community. And now they continued to walk along. They walked about a mile along the road, picking up trash along the way, and then now they're currently under the Beale Overpass in East Bakersfield, where the Bloom mural is. They're here to finish the second phase of the mural, which is dedicated to members of the community who can paint whatever they want. But it seems today that they've agreed to paint colorful flowers in each of their own designated squares. Now, they are going, once they finish painting this mural, they're going to help assemble easels that they will give to children in the Bakersfield City School District. Now, each act of service is giving back to this part of Bakersfield and showing unity among all the members of this community. Mayor Go will also be speaking at City Food Market at 2:30 p.m. today. We'll have more information on these events and more at 5:30 p.m. tonight. In East Bakersfield, Perla Shaheen, 17 News.
Thanks for that, Perla. And a reminder, there will be no residential or business mail delivery, and all postal service facilities are closed today in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King Day. Normal delivery and collection schedules will resume tomorrow. Priority Mail Express services will still make deliveries on this holiday. The security scare prompts a lockdown at the U.S. Capitol. The order coming after a nearby fire raised security concerns. The fire broke out in a homeless encampment. Investigators say there was no threat to the public or to the Capitol. And here at home, California Highway Patrol is preparing ahead of the upcoming inauguration. CHP released a statement today saying they will go on tactical alert ahead of the event. The department says it is prepared to respond to any potential threats that may arise statewide this week. CHP says the protection of state highways and buildings, including the Capitol, are the primary responsibility of the department. In your 17 Business Watch, the IRS is delaying the start of the 2020 tax filing season. The IRS says it needs more time to prepare after the COVID Relief Act that took effect in late December. The agency says it will begin processing last year's tax returns on February 12th. The IRS is recommending that taxpayers submit their returns electronically and use direct deposit. Normally, the turnaround time for a refund is about 21 days if a tax return has no problems. Despite the late start, the deadline for filing remains April 15th. And local nonprofits are getting some much-needed help following the holiday season. Now, you may recall back in December, the outlets at Tejon held a fundraiser to encourage people to shop at the outlets and support struggling nonprofits. Every day, a shopper was chosen to receive an item from their holiday wish list and pick a nonprofit to receive a $100 donation. Those organizations included court-appointed Special Advocates of Kern, the Wounded Heroes Fund, and the Alzheimer's Disease Association of Kern. The three nonprofits received $5,000 in total.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Noon.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to KGET.com.